Hello, it's me James, and welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition glitch video. So in today's video, I've got 3 different glitches that I haven't showcased on my channel before. Now, 2 of them I have managed to make super reliable. The first one is not so reliable, however, it still does work. And like I said, the other 2, basically, they are existing glitches that I've seen in the past, but I didn't showcase them because they wasn't that reliable. However, before I get into the video, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Again, if you are liking the content that I'm producing, do me a solid and smash that like button. If you want information regarding realms, the best place to get me is on the Discord. However, if you do not have Discord, do not fret. You can always add me on the Twitter or the InstaJam, and I'll be happy to get back to you there. So, yeah, like I was saying, basically I've made these a little bit more reliable, but enough of that, let's get straight on to the video. So for this first one, you want to place a chest down and then save and quit your game. Basically, all this is doing is making sure that you've saved that chest in the position. You will have to do this every time, I believe. Now, this is the way that I could get it to work the best. Now, this is the one that's not the most reliable. However, it's the easiest one as far as danger. It doesn't really put you in a lot of danger. So then what you want to do is open up your world once again, that one that we just saved and quit from. And then as soon as we open up the world, what we want to do is go in the chest and put whatever items we want to duplicate in the chest as soon as possible. So, for example, we're just going to put 4 stacks of diamonds in the chest. And then after this, we want to actually close the application altogether. As soon as we do this, something happens in Minecraft and it just basically dupes the items. The items still think that they're in your inventory and they also think that it's in the chest. So if you do this right, when you do load the app back up, again, I do apologize for the loading times on my screen. It is, for some reason, it takes a real long time. So hopefully for you guys, it won't take as long as it takes for me. But yeah, as I was saying, when you load back in, for some reason, Minecraft believes that you've still got them in your inventory and you've still got them in the chest as well. Again, this one is good because it really doesn't put you in any danger. Whereas the other 2, well, you'll see the other 2, they are pretty dangerous to do. However, they do work, and like I said, I've made them so much more reliable, so they actually work every single time now. Whereas before, it was on the off chance that they'd work, whereas this time, they 100% work every single time. I've tested it multiple times. I spent like an hour yesterday just doing this over and over again, just to make sure that they would work. So soon enough, you will get loaded back into your game. Again, I do apologize for the loading times. It is taking it so long. And then you just want to load up that world. Again, for some reason, mine, it takes so long. Again, let me know in the comments if you guys have this problem as well. I mean, I don't know if it's something to do with my Xbox or something like that, but yeah, it seems to take forever just to load into a single world, but that's why I really avoid these kind of glitches, because it does take me forever to do them. So when we go back on the world and open the chest, we should have those 4 in the chest, 4 stacks of diamond in the chest, and we should also have the 4 stacks of diamond in our inventory. That is number 1 complete. So, number 2, this one is one of my favorites now, out of these 3 anyway. Basically, like I said, how I've made this more, improved. Basically, if you fill a shulker box up with the items that you want to duplicate, you don't have to do this with a shulker box, by the way. You can just do it with the items that you want to lose. So, basically, now I've put them in the shulker box, all I'm going to do is throw that shulker box, well, when I get this one, this is the one with the items that we want to duplicate in. Basically, when I throw this shulker box off the side, we're going to follow it. Again, I'm going to save and quit just to make sure that everything goes on all right. Again, this was the first time I actually did it using my technique, not the other technique. So, this is exactly the reason I saved and quit. So yeah, basically I'm just going to fast forward this bit because you don't actually have to do this bit for the glitch, and you don't really want to wait a real long time for me to load in again, because it does take so long. Again, I have no idea why, but it just happens to be. So, like I said, when you've got your shulker box or any items that you want to duplicate, basically the normal way to go about this is just jump off, and like as soon as you hit the ground and die, you'd close the application. However, this is what you want to do. This will work 100% better for you, believe you me. So, like I said, we've got our shulker box. You could do this with like 1 or 9 shulker boxes full. It's completely up to you. So, once you've got the items that you want to duplicate, basically you want to throw the item off and then follow it like so. And then when you hit the ground, you are obviously going to die, but you want to close the application as soon as possible. At this point, obviously, if it's like me and you've got a really long loading time, feel free to go and have a Slurpee or coffee, or, you know, just go and do something for 5 minutes until you load back in. Hopefully, I mean, it would be great if you guys didn't get as long loading times as I do, but for some reason, I know I keep going on about it, but it is really quite annoying. I didn't want to leave it in, but on the other hand, I wanted to leave it in because a lot of people, they were saying, oh, James, you're faking the videos, you're cutting bits out of the videos, and I just want to clarify to everybody on my channel, I would never post something that I can't do myself. Now, I fully understand that on different versions, some stuff might not work, even when it comes down to Bedrock Edition, on some different versions, it may not work the same. However, I'm fairly certain that all the videos that I post will work, and like I said, none of them have been modified, faked, cut up to make it look like they actually work, because they generally do, you know what I mean? So now, after that about 1 minute of me waiting to load in, I do apologize again. We can basically log back into the world, and when we log back into the world, we should get a shulker box in our inventory, and we should also get the shulker box on the floor that we threw on the floor. Now, I actually worked out this by accident, because when I first made the stone column going up, I threw the stone block off and then tried the glitch the normal way, and it didn't work. But I noticed there were 2 stone blocks, and I was like, oh right, this could work. So I'm fairly certain that anyone else that has uploaded a video like this, kind of showcasing this glitch where you turn off the application and go back on it, they don't tell you to throw the item. I'm fairly certain this is the only video on YouTube that will tell you this. Again, I completely found it by mistake, but it does work, and it makes it so much more reliable. You can get this every time, and you're not just doing it like via chance, whereas if you do it when you just literally close the application, wait for yourself to die, I've had so many different outcomes. Like sometimes you just lose your items altogether, and that is really not good. I didn't really want to be showcasing glitches where you could possibly lose your items. However, this way, you don't lose your items. As you can see, we just had to jump down in that pool. That was pretty epic, to be fair. If we just quickly look in these shulker boxes, we've got the one on the floor. You can see those 2 pieces of stone as well that I was referring to. And like I said, you'll fully duplicate the items in the shulker box. Super, super awesome. Okay, so for this one, basically, it's a little bit dangerous, but I kid you not, it works very, very well, to be honest with you. So for this one, you're going to need to suffocate yourself in some sand. And basically, once you are like in that suffocation period, you want to drop any items that you want to duplicate out of your inventory. Now, again, you can do this with, I don't know, shulker boxes full of stuff that you want if you really want. Now, you don't even have to wait till you're fully dead on this one. I'd wait till about 2 hearts, and when you're on 2 hearts, you want to close the application. Once you've closed the application, you want to load in once again. Again, I really am sorry about this loading time. It will be a little while, but basically, the way that this one works, and the same as the other one actually, is if you are in a dangerous position when you log off the world, Minecraft will like naturally put you in a safe place. Now, I think that this is how this one works in regards to duplicating the items, because it will like kind of like go back to your safe place, or it will completely move you back to a safe place. So like the last safe place you was in, if that makes sense. I believe that's how it works. Now, because we've already threw the items on the floor, it was also registered that the items are on the floor. So when it brings us back to that safe place, like I said, kind of the same as the other one, but it was just using full damage. This one, we're obviously suffocating. The game thinks we're suffocating. We've dropped all the items out, so it should take us back to the safe place. And for some reason, it leaves the items in your inventory that you've thrown out, but it also leaves the items that you've thrown out on the floor. So you will literally duplicate the items. Again, this is going to be so much more efficient if you use shocker boxes full of stuff. Now, if you use shocker boxes, you could say you do like 10 shocker boxes, or like if you could throw your whole inventory out in time, you could do your whole inventory. That would be pretty epic. I mean, I think you can get 25 slots in a shocker box, or maybe 21, something like that. So you'll get a lot of items. You will get a hell of a lot of items by doing it this way. Again, and the best part about this is why I'm showcasing these glitches is because you can do more than one at a time. Now, the other previous glitches that I've showcased on my channel, they are really OP. However, you can't do more than one at a time, if that makes sense. This one, you could do 9 shocker boxes at the same time. And as you can see, we loaded on top of the sand instead of inside the sand. And all of our items have been duplicated. This thing is pretty OP, to be honest with you. I mean, if you wanted to bulk duplicate stuff, I'll definitely go for this way. I mean, before I made the modification of throwing the items out, I probably wouldn't have used this, but now I definitely would use this. Again, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's been supporting my channel at the moment. We're nearly on 23,000 subscribers. I never ever would have dreamed to be on 23,000 subscribers, so a massive thank you to everybody who's been supporting. Also, if you've got any glitches, any kind of glitches, it doesn't have to be a duplication glitch, just any kind of glitch that you want me to showcase, feel free to hit me up on any of the social media. Or even just drop me a comment below and I'll try and get back to you. Again, regarding the realms, if you are like after me for realms and stuff like that and you've hit me up on the DMs, you might have to wait a day or so because I'm getting an extremely hell of a lot of like DMs asking for the realm and stuff like that. So we're going to look a new way at actually getting you guys into the realm so everyone can join. But that is it for today. I will catch you on the next one.